Okay, so I got another reading. All right, so the first card that fell out was poverty. Okay, poverty had came out. I clarified it. Well, I didn't clarify this, but I was shuffling cards. Well, yes, I was. Hold on. I was saying it in my head. Basically, I wasn't speaking out loud. I was just clarifying in my head this poverty when I was saying this card fell out. Okay, so Ten of Swords did fall out. Okay, I shuffle cards, so I clarified these cards. The coat, a coat in outer space, uh, came out, and then I shuffled these cards in denial coming out. Okay, so denial came out. All right. So I feel like you got a bunch of group of coveting people that's in denial. They cannot. They're in denial. They're kind of like shook. They're shocked because normally, when they do their spell works or do their physical hitman, normally they normally like succeed in taking out someone. They normally succeed. These cult people, the cult leader and the cult leader most definitely, but the people who are all up in this organization, this cult here, they're really in disbelief. I mean, they're in denial right now. They just cannot believe like how strong that you're still standing, that they have not took you down, and they're going through it right now. This that's why this Ten of Swords is here. Is that betrayal? They kind of feel some type of way, all right, because they're kind of shocked how you just still um moving around, how you still look good, how you don't look like you've been through anything, how you just still look great. Okay, um they realizing that you are connected to something. They feel like that you are not confirmation. They believe that you connected to something. They believe that you're not from here. That's how they feel. They feel you're not from here because we got out of space here. They feel like you're not from here. They feel like you connected to something. They want to know who is protecting you. They want to know who is guarding you. When it come down to these spells, who excuse me, who is protecting you here, because all these spells backfire and then a lot of things backfire. Okay, so basically just like these people Ten of Swords themselves. That's what that's actually these people like Ten of Swords themselves. So they having some type of knowledge of fear right now, because they are getting some type of insight awareness that they do feel like that the betrayal, okay, the Ten of Swords, whatever they did to you, backfire. Okay, so now a lot of these people are sitting in the Ten of Swords. Okay, they sitting in the Ten of Swords right now. Why? Because poverty is here. All right, a lot of these people who all teamed up, worked together here in this joint, and I want to say joint evolution because that's what I see right here. It said joint evolution. I shuffle all these cards. All my cards are pre-shuffled. All right, except the ones I already shuffled out. Okay, but yeah, these people. It's a lot of gossip talking right now. It's a lot of people are talking because it's like the real true story is coming to the light. Okay, and people are talking about how a bunch of group of people had ulterior motives about taking you out, taking you down, and it's like they could not took they couldn't do it. All right. Some of these people here just now finding out what is going on around you. Some of these people being knew about it, but but it's a lot of gossip and talk about how you got your boundaries, set towards people. Okay, your personal space and boundaries. Like it's a lot of respect. People do respect you. All right. So yeah, people are seeing how authentic you are, your authentic vibes. People are seeing that you are at a safe space. All right. And people thought that you was going to have a lot of inner conflict, but you don't. A lot of people that these cult people that was trying to take you down, they got a lot of inner conflict here. These are some bad influence people. And the fact that they tried to trust the process, thinking that they can like uh, test your limit under pressure and thought you was going to react to something, you didn't. All right. If anything, you gave a cold shoulder and everything to all these people, and some of y'all had exposed their lies, or their lies had gotten exposed. Okay. About their hitting agenda here. Okay. So that's what's going on here. Clarify. These people here in their ego. You are protecting your heart. It's this inner circle. You are protecting your heart from these a group of people. Anybody, you're not giving yourself right now to. You're not even talking to nobody right now. You got your boundaries up. Okay. Clarify poverty here. Clarify poverty. Holy Spirit. Clarify poverty. Yeah, these people here getting their ego checked. Okay, for pushing your boundaries. All right, these people are getting their ego checked for being two-faced. All right, trying to push your boundaries. They're getting their ego checked. All right, so basically, they're Ten of Swords them. Okay, so whatever entity they called on and everything, it Ten of Swords them. So now they being Ten of Swords. Okay, we got here the inner circle here with two-faced the inner circle. All right. And if anybody came up to them and lied to them, telling them about you, they did not tell these people, they did not tell this group the truth about who you were. Okay. Whoever joined this evolution, working with these groups, to come after you, to try to have access and power, to be able to try to take you down. It didn't work. My card back there, it says something about, let me, hold on. Let's get this. It's called, because I shuffle these cards too, but I set it way over there. It said, your significant other is sending you negativity. I feel like it's some type of significant other, and other people, though, who all, joint evolution with a cult leader to try to get them to try to take you down. The next card, it said, return to sender, backfire on them. So, yeah, so if they was, if you return something to sender to them, it backfired on them with confirmation. All right. Let me see. And then, yeah. So, yeah. Let me see what one card come out. Clarify poverty. Clarify poverty. All right. It said business rival. It said can't stand your grind and hustle. So, it have something to do with if some of y'all got business here, okay? It have something to do with business rival, all right? So somebody here cannot stand your grind and hustle. Either you got a side hustle or you got a business, and it have something to do with that. And so you had a bunch of cult people, whoever joined this joint evolution to join the cult here, and these cult people, they came against you because of your hustle, okay? So it said unexplained freak accident. So that's what they wanted for you, but they're going through some type of unexplained freak accident. Like I said, if you return some magic back to them tenfold, if they was trying to cause an accident or something in your life, it's been returned back to sender. And I swear they're being Ten of Swords. Like things are going back to them like left and right. Like they cannot explain these unexplained accidents that is going on here, okay? They're really not. We got a competition here is trying to blackmail somebody here. All right. Yeah. If these people was trying to dig up dirt too on you to try to blackmail you, it backfired. Yeah, it said hating on your body image and exercise routine. Okay. So trickster spirit, okay? Sudden loss of memory, things end up missing. So they're starting to experience something like that. They got some type of trickster spirit around them. He said their social media posts, memes are directed towards you. If they've been sending you some type of social media posts is being directed towards you, you don't see that. You don't see that because you're not paying attention to them. And some of y'all, if y'all, if something happened to y'all business, and stuff, you had to slow down because of the spiritual warfare, the gang stalking and everything, cyberbullying and stuff, you stop, then, Spirit wants you to get back out there and open back up that business again. All right, some of y'all, you still hanging in there. You fought through it. You did not give up. Okay, but yeah, this spell work backfired on these people tenfold. These two-faced people here. Okay, and they very, very upset. All right, it got something to do with great fortune too here with false person. So it got something to do with a false couple here, false person, with great fortune. So yeah, but yeah, somebody hooked up with these cult people, and I swear these cult people are getting the cult. The cult is getting the Ten of Swords. Okay, they're going through poverty. They in denial. Okay, because they can't believe that they want to know. They feel like you're not from here. We got out of space. They feel like you're not from here. They want to know who is protecting you, because you went within to heal. Okay, and it has something to do exactly. It has something to do with money. It has something to do exactly with money here. The reason why they try to homicide, you got neighborhood, you got alive in the neighborhood, but the whole dang on time, look, it's organized crime. Okay, it has something to do with greed again, but it's they thought because you was vulnerable, you was loving, kind, nice, they thought that they can try to do you in, but you showing them a different way that ain't the case. Okay, with the denial here, the Most High God is at the front of the deck here. Behind it, it is you are good enough. So divine wants you to understand that you are good enough. Okay. The next card is patient. It said accept that everything happened all in divine timing. Okay. And then it got right here. Your personal issues will reach its resolution. All right. So whatever personal issues you're dealing with, it will reach its resolution. Okay. We got right here the Most High, and we got purpose. So you on your purpose. Okay. You on your divine purpose. That could be your business. Maybe you might have a spiritual business or something like that. And then we got envy. So you got a lot of people that do envy you. All right. Trust. Okay. So you've been trusting your inner voice. All right. Letting divine guide you correctly. All right. You got some people here wanted you to feel guilty, but you're not feeling guilty. Okay. So it said, I release any belief that no longer assists my soul growth. So no, you're not feeling guilty for doing what you're doing. Luck is on your side. Keep continuing on raising your vibration, because you will end up with this big happy change here. Okay, yes, you went through a lot of adversities here, but it said right here, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. So you learning from these challenges here. This is why it will put you at expect some powerful changes. That's why it's going to put you at some expect powerful changes, because you accepted the challenge and you fought back. You did not give up. You did not let go. You kept pushing. All right. And this is about to put you in prosperity. All right. So a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity is coming towards your way. All right. It is a lot of regret here. A lot of people are regretting because these people are finding out that you're different. You're not from here. Okay, they're realizing that spell word that they've been sending towards you was the wrong ideal to be doing. They kind of angry at the people here who joined the cult, joined this cult, this joint evolution here, because they lied on you. Okay, they said all type of lies and stuff. They made it seem like you was so bad of a horrible person here, and now these people have been throwing magic at you, even trying to get a physical hitman to try to come after you, and now all this is backfiring on them. It's like the cult people are in Ten of Swords right now. All right, the cult people are in the Ten of Swords, feeling regret right now. It said, I know that I cannot change the past. They cannot change the past. They did not listen to their intuition. All right, so basically they didn't listen to their intuition, so they failed. We got failure here. It said, I understand that a mistake is the opportunity to learn from it. So yeah, they failed. They failed. They failed not to even try to investigate you before it even did anything to you. And they just did it because of the money, right? So now the cord is cut here, and or they could be cutting the cord with who they joined the evolution with them, because they're mad because everybody's health is not looking too well neither. Okay. So yeah, it's a lot going on behind the scenes, and yeah, they're very upset. They feel betrayed. They feel the Ten of Swords. They feel betrayed because nobody did not tell them that you had some type of different blood, different uh species, some different bloodline, they didn't say anything about who you were. They didn't tell them that. They were just telling them how horrible you was and everything, so they went on and start trying to tend towards you, trying to push your boundaries, and now their boundaries being pushed and everything, and now they're getting their ego checked. So it has something to do with some type of business rival. So yeah, all right, and it has something to do with maybe these false people here that couldn't stand your business, they couldn't stand your grind and your hustle, so they wanted to try to, yeah. So they came off acting like they was high honor and stuff, yeah, and gifted. So this false person could have came off like they had a gift and they was high honored and everything, yeah. And now they sitting in despair right along with the rest of these dang on coke people right now in the community here. They all sitting in despair right now, and they going through poverty. What's the message here? Clarify poverty, spirit. Child. So ever since you was a child, right? Ever since you was a child, it's like your mother or your father, somehow they always wanted you to stay in that poverty mindset. Always wanted you to be, stuck in the matrix, stuck in a poverty mindset. They did, your family and them, they knew that you had a gift. They knew something was about you that was very, very gifted. I mean, they knew that. So they try to keep you up under some type of poverty mindset. And, it's just like they did not want you to know your superpowers, okay? They did not want you to know that at all, all right? So it could have been like your parent in the past, if they was married. If they was not married, they probably were just a couple at one point when they was together before they split it. But see, they already knew that you was the privileged lady or the privileged man. They already knew this, who you were. Yeah, they knew that you had some type of divine pathway. They knew that, whereas they knew that, like I said, the family knew that you was the chosen one in your family. They knew that you was some type of an official person. All right, yeah. Yeah, so when you started tapping into your spirituality, you start, you decided that you wanted to create some type of business or something for you, whatever type of, you want to create something for you, for your business stuff. Confirmation, it put a lot of people in concern. Like a lot of people start being in concern, being jealous and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy as hell, because you chose to step into your purpose, all right, and work for divine, okay? That put a lot of people here wanted to be envy, because it caused some type of adversity, because you chose to step into your purpose, okay? Let's see. All right, so clarify this child. Clarify child. Yeah, some type of change is happening too. All right, some type of change is happening. Something that you had manifested here. This is what they was trying to stop with expectation. They was trying to, these clowns, they were trying to stop your manifestation. Yeah, divinely guiding. Yeah, they did not want you to walk down their pathway. These people here, they seen through the veil. They seen through the veil of who you were. They was a hater, and they was surprised that, things was moving forward for you. All right, clarify, child here. All right, we got work, labor, and effort. All right, so like I said, since you was a child, they always put in their work, labor, and effort to try to block you and stop you through all your life. Okay, some of them kind of probably try to make it seem like favored certain siblings. Could have been trying to favor certain siblings, making it seem like that they was better than you, but you knew deep inside, they was never, that better, but somebody was always favoring a son or a daughter here. It could be like a mom or a father here or something like that, and you had to experience that type of stuff. Okay, so all your life they've been trying to block your manifestations and block your gifts and block everything from you since you was a child. They always try to block you, not have no access. Okay, they always try to keep you in some type of imprisonment. All right, throughout all your life. Okay, and they had a lot of passion of doing it. Some of y'all went to church, and everything. Look at the devil. The devil then pulled out here. The devil was first though. I'm covering the devil up. But look, your ancestors always been around you. They already knew that you was the golden child since the day you was born. They already knew that, and this devil did too. Okay, the devil was up in front. So it's just like your ancestors was behind the devil, meaning watching this devil see the things of what they was doing to you, as since you was growing up and stuff. But yeah, your ancestors always have had your back the whole time. Yeah, the sun here, you the sun. You the happiness. You the joy. Okay? You the healer. You know what I'm saying? Like this is you. And they always kept it a secret. That's why some of them always took you to church all the time to try to keep you stuck, and everything. Because they want you to know your gifts. They want you to think that your gifts was demonic, okay? But yeah, we got Bliss here with spell work here with Rucher here. They always been doing Rucher on you because they already knew you was Bliss. So they've been doing spell work on you for the longest. This is nothing new. Yeah, they already knew that your faith was so strong towards them, connected to the God, to connect to the Most High God. These people here, they just did not want to see you take that leap of faith to be that free spirited. They didn't want to see you doing that. All right. But I'm gonna tell you this: these cult people feel like a fool right now. They do, for helping these people out, for causing conflicts in your dang on life because they did not want to see you grow and heal. Now, I just want to tell some of y'all, it don't have nothing to do with just a business rival, but it do have something to do with great fortune too. Some money that was belonged to you too, and that's what they really did not want you to do. You had a karmic film in your energy here that was so jealous and envy of you that she really did not want to see you succeed. She always been a false person in your life. This is a past life person. There's somebody here there's somebody here that traveled and followed you in this lifetime, followed you from a past life into this lifetime to try to destroy you. Like I said, she gave some type of false information, false documents, or false statement to these cult people here to make these cult people believe that you was not it. Okay, so these people been working against you. They've been putting in the work, labor, and effort to work against you, to block you all your life. Okay, to keep you in some type of imprisonment. All right, clarified child. Oh, hold on. I don't need to shuffle cards no more. I'm sorry. Yeah, these people always want to keep you a burden, always gossiped about you, spreading false narrative, trying to keep you in a 10 of wands. I see 22. But yeah, you broke free from these people, okay? You did. You broke free from these people. Like I said, you had to go within and try to heal from these two-faced people. All right? Clarified child here. Yep, look, jealousy came out. They always been jealous of you since you was a child. Always been jealous of you. Always. Since you was a child, since you grown up being a teenager and in adulthood, always been jealous of you. You got social media. They always watch you on social media. If you was posting, they was jealous of you. They was in their ego. Always been jealous of you. Yep. That's why they was trying to cause some type of accident in your life. But it looked like, yeah, it has something to do with legal procedure too, but it looked like it backfired on these cult people. Like they starting to experiencing some unexplained accidents, that they can't explain. It's something they can't explain. They don't think that you're not from here. Okay. That's why they looking, I ain't gonna lie, these people, like, they kind of, like, scared. Because they trying to figure out who the hell are you. And, why these people didn't tell them who the hell you were, Because things are not looking good for these people. I mean, Ten of Swords, they are getting the Ten of Swords. Everything is hitting them. Poverty is here. Poverty is hitting these people like it ain't crazy. It's like it ain't nothing I meant to say. They in denial of who you are. They don't believe that this is real. They in denial of that, but they're going through it. Okay, they experiencing some type of unexplained freak accidents. Things are just going backwards. All right, clarify this child. Clarify child. Clarify child. Yeah, spiritual growth. Yeah, spiritual growth. Yeah, you was focusing on your spiritual growth with growth here. All right. And it said, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Exactly. They was jealous of your spiritual growth. Okay. So you chose to sit back and expand your consciousness and your awareness Like I said, all of y'all don't have to have business situations, but it's out here on the table. Okay, so don't take it personally like this is your personal reading. Because some people that do watch me do have businesses or had businesses. Yeah, and if you had businesses, get back on doing your business again. Don't never let nobody stop you and block you for doing nothing. Because what's yours is yours. Nobody cannot stop you from having a for something what God gave to you. Okay. But yeah. And you was balanced. See, they did not want you to be balanced though. They didn't want that out of you. Yeah, recovery. They did not want you to recover neither. No, they did not want you to recover. They want you to stay unbalanced. They want you to stay in the matrix. They did not want you to have strength and courage here. Yeah, they did not want that. They didn't want you not to cut them off. They didn't want none of that. Yeah, Spirit said your hard work is paying off because your hard work is paying off. They did not want none of that to be happening. They wanted you to stay stuck and in the like them. Clarify clarify child. Okay, so the thing is, how I see this is that you have released expectation. All right, that's what you have done since this spiritual warfare. You have released expectation. It said letting go of expectation, allowing things to unfold naturally. So you chose to let divine, to deal with this situation what you was going through with this inner group here that was coming against you, working against you here. Doing things that only benefited them, these two-faced people here. Okay. All right, what's the message, Spirit? All right, clarified poverty. Oh, there go the Most High at the bottom of the deck. Most High said, I'm at work in this. These people was thirsty, okay? Yeah, they was thirsty of your spiritual awakening. They was thirsty to try to take you down from your spiritual awakening. They did not want you to be spiritually awakened. Some of these family members did not want you to be spiritually awakened because they didn't even want you to know that they stole your inheritance. Confirmation. Some of these people didn't even want you to know that you stole your inheritance. But the moment when you said you finna build a business, you finna do a spiritual business or whatsoever, oh, that's when the game was on. That's when they started hooking up with cult people, hooking up with communities, hooking up with every dang on body. Anybody that can, only one person just to come against to take them down and stuff because they did not want them to know the truth about some money, some great fortune that was stolen from you and everything. But see, you awaken and you already know what's going on and everything. And these people here is feeling defeated because you know everything, you know what's going on. Not only that, all the spell work and all the hitmans they try to send at you, it ain't even working at all. Okay, it ain't working at all. And if it did hit you a little bit, some of y'all got back on your feet. And some of y'all say, well, I'm still down. I don't even know because, serving the Most High God, the Most High God would never let us stay down for long. And I don't care what nobody say. Anybody do any spell work to send at you, the Most High God ain't going to let us stay down for long. The Most High God going to make sure for a fact that, you know what I'm saying, that, we're going to be getting back up on our feet, somehow, some way, especially you doing the inner work, the inner spiritual work, doing your shadow work and doing the inner work, and everything, because if you're doing the inner work and doing that, yes, most definitely, because, yeah, it I don't know, because, I can't say for others, how their lives are and everything, but I've been homeless twice. And was not homeless for long. I was only homeless for like maybe a month or two. And because I was getting out there, finding me a job. I was getting out there, looking for houses, and at the same time while I'm putting in these applications, I'm praying on top of these applications, telling God, cover this, I want this. I really want to get this and I really want to get that. And God gave it to me. I know what a job and I know what a home. Not once. I just happened to me twice. So, it's things that I had experienced that I know the Most High God will do, what did for me, will do for you, All right. But clarified poverty here. So we got gold digger. So poverty with gold diggers. So yeah, it has something to do with some gold diggers. Gold diggers can be a man and a woman. All right. Has something to do with them, these gold digging people that came after you. Okay, that's what happened here. Spirit said the worst is over. So yeah, I said trust in divine's order. Okay, so trust in the divine's. I don't know why I said the worst is over. Yeah, Spirit said that. Spirit said, Spirit said, because I said it. Yeah, Spirit said the worst is over. Okay, that's the confirmation. But Spirit said trust in divine's order because divine is like, I'm here. Okay, the Spirit then like you the high priestess. You heard me. Yeah, so you proving these non-believers wrong. Okay, these people with the negative vibes. It's in the reverse, I think. Yeah. Yeah, these people stole your identity, okay? So they did. They went so far to stealing your identity, trying to send some dark entities towards you because, that's their attachment. These people are trying to send you to go to jail because they're going to jail. They try to send you this spell work, but all that stuff backfired. And it was all because they were trying to keep you in the loop. They want you to stay stuck in the matrix. And they want to harvest off your energy and keep continuing on backstabbing you. So now these cult people over here is cursed. They cursed. They got the Ten of Swords here. They're going through unexplained freak accidents here. They're going through poverty and everything. These people have cursed themselves. Yeah, because of some jealous people here, was complaining about you. And now they got caught up. Poverty? Yeah. Poverty. Yep. I'm telling you, the cult people now they got clarity. They got clarity of a sneaky female. They got clarity about this sneaky female gold digger. All right, they got clarity now. They got clarity. Now they realize that just because this person was whole jealous of you. Yep. Then this person chose to want to be in the devil energy. Yep. Some type of sex seeker is getting exposed to. Yeah, wanted you out. They realized somebody here wanted you out of here. So they can keep continuing. Her and this past lover. There it is. I was just thinking about that dang on the masculine energy. Yeah, her and his past lover to try to get this money. Yep, they wanted you out. That's what they wanted. Yep, they want to try to get your poison. I mean, these confirmation. These people took a lot of risk here to go against a divine feminine, and now that they claim that she was a divine feminine, but she was a Jezebel. All right, but the ancestors whooping that ass. I'm telling you, the man, they've been told to stay in their lane. There go the worst is over right here. The worst is over. There it is. The worst is over, Spirit said. So it came out. Okay, that's why they said it. They said, no, so it's the worst is over. Yeah, because they was very obsessed with you. But the mind games did backfire. It did. The karmic here and this, both of these karmics, all these karmics here they want to be in your way. They want to be in your way. They want to get in your way. They did not know that you had a lot of support in the unseen world. They did not know you had a lot of support in the unseen world. They did not even know that God supports you too. Clarified child. Clarified child. Yep, the worst is over. It did clarify it. The worst is over. Yep, Spirit wants you to know, my child, the worst is over. They cannot get in the way no more, and they having nightmares. Clarified child. They having nightmares. Yeah, they got played. Trying to come for you and trying to play you. Now their lives is damaged. They try to damage your life. Now their life is damaged. This is past life karma. And I just said that. This was past life karma. Like I said, this karmic film followed you in this lifetime to try to take you down like she did before. Like she did in the past life. Now she went sitting up here playing the victim. Now she want to play the victim because you done slayed that ass. Okay? Now she want to play the victim here. Yeah, it's because you reclaim back your power. She cannot live, she can't reel off your power anymore here. Yeah, with social media. Yeah. She cannot, yeah. Look, and inheritance too. Okay, here go the inheritance. So I guess she stole your inheritance too. She didn't want you to know she had that too. So, like I said, so hooked her with the coast in them and told the coast in them that she'll see her too. You know what I'm saying? So she can try to keep this dang on inheritance here. She was a spiritual hater the whole dang on time. Her and his past lover here with the STD and STI, or maybe AIDS and HIV, who knows, that now that things has been confessed about these people, Yeah. Something about you praying about it to the Most High God, releasing expectation here. And that's the confirmation that people are realizing now, these energy vampires, that your prayers are strong. And I ain't gonna lie, they getting impatient right now because they know for a fact that karma is kicking their tails like left and right. You don't have no contact with these people, and they know for a fact you finna get ready to have long-term success here. And most definitely their health is up, their health is really bad. These people ain't never had no respect for you at all. These broke bitches, you know what I'm saying? They just wanted what was yours. That's why they want you to feel confused and feeling lost. But nah, you finna be definitely successful. All right. They try to do a lot of experiment on you and they backfire. And all of this stuff is coming to the light. The truth is coming out. These people here are psychopaths. Definitely psychopaths. All right. Clarify poverty here. Yeah, they gaslighted the situation. All right. Now they're getting the rude awakening. Okay. Clarify poverty. Yeah, here it is, the copycat. There go the copycat. Copycat past lover in this person, stubborn. There was somebody here that was stubborn and wanted things their way. Now they're trying to avoid the situation. They're trying to avoid these coat people because these coat people is checking them. Right now, we got to check yourself. Yeah, they checking them. Coat people are checking them. Yeah, they watching on fake accounts, still doing it. They all watching on fake accounts. Clarify poverty. Yep. It said a situation is about to get ready to be exposed. Yep. It said shit is about to get ready to pop off. Yep. Some stuff finna get ready to pop off while you keep continuing on being aligned with the universe. Okay? You spend a long time to yourself. Clarify this child. Clarify child. Yep, you are liberated from all restriction. All right, so you are liberated from all restriction. Whoever this past lover trying to come back to you, no, that is not happening. Salt and sugars looks can be deceiving. God is not gonna let that person come towards you trying to give you something that you cannot get rid of. Clarified child here, confirmation. Yeah, okay, so your luck is on your side. Your luck is about to get ready to change for the better. Yeah, you have a contract with the Most High God. Okay. You had a contract with the Most High God, and these people had a contract to be some type of dang on spiritual hitter towards you when they didn't even know that you was the spiritual hitter. And when I say spiritual hitter, I mean the spiritual hitman. They did not know that you were the spiritual hitman. While they was trying to be the spiritual hitman towards you, they didn't even know you had a contract with the Most High God in the etherance with the outer space here that you had the gem. You was the spiritual hitman. Everybody creeping on you right now because you done moved on. You're not even studying nobody. Everybody creeping on you. Everybody see you. Everybody creeping on you. Feeling some type of way because they going through some type of unexplained accident. Clarify property. Yeah, backstab. For backstabbing you. I'm telling you, you're getting bad news after bad news. These cult people, everybody, yeah, they feel trapped. They feel trapped for trying to trap you. Look, they feel ashamed and they upset too. Yep, because they're going through some karma. Okay? Clarified child. Yeah, they feeling like shit for how they treated you. Whoever this family member is, treating you like, they feel like shit. And you even got past lover feel like shit. Or these co-people feel like shit. Yeah, because they got some type of illumination, the truth, discovery, that you was awakened. Yep, these thugs. Yep. They lied to the cult. They told the cult that you have reckless sex and everything. You a queen bee. You could be a masculine too. They said, yeah, they say you have reckless sex, and everything. These cults thought they thought you was all that. And here it is, you was never that at all. Look, family just came out. Family in a twin flame. A false twin flame who lost their wings. A fallen one. Family and twin flame work together. And I wish people stop. Never mind. Let me stop. Be quiet. Anyway. Because people be getting these twin flames mixed up. They always telling people, these twin flames are not what's up. Okay? These twin flames are the other side of the dark side of you. It's the dark of you. Okay? It's the other side of you. Okay? If this person ain't did no changing, they still dark. That mean No. And then this person trying to come in and give you an STD and STI and AIDS and stuff. Hell no. Stay over there. So you and your self-love energy, it's too late. It's too late. These people are getting bad credit. It's too late for them. Yep. Hands off to territory. What? Skating claim. Scaring off the competition. So I guess this copycat wanted you to have your hands off of a past lover that you don't even care about. You know, you don't even care about that. Yeah, that lover ain't nothing but trash. That's why that lover is trash. That's the reason why you have rejected that lover. You took this past lover out. You took this past lover out straight to the trash. You kicked it to the curb. Yeah. It's something about you. You have a giving heart. It's something about you show love, caring actions, and selfless suggestors, you know, because you good person. And somebody here thought by cop blocking you, you know, that you will not have no type of liftoff, like your your business, like you won't do nothing. Yeah. Somebody backtracking here because they being slayed and they getting put on blast. They getting put on blast straight up. Yep. Public humiliation. Something what they try to do to you. Try to put you out on blast. Yep. A damn imposter. An imposter here. A fraud. Person here stole your identity. Was out here faking it. Yeah. This was somebody here. Yeah. Somebody thought you never want that person. You don't care. Look, the imposter. All these people was imposters. It's been shown. They was trolling you. Look, they was trolling the hell out of you on social media. Yeah. It said intentionally causing you upset, baiting a reaction out of you, provoking dispute. Yeah, they was doing all that stuff to you. Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's backfiring. It's backfiring for these people. Yeah, now they're trying to backtrack because why the spells are backfiring. These cult people and everybody trying to backtrack here. Yeah. Is there aggression revisiting the past, going back onto something? Yeah, they're trying to see what the hell what just went wrong. They're trying to see what's went wrong because I don't know, but the worst is over. These people got played here trying to play in your energy. Whoever you are, you are Divine's golden child. Clarified child here. Use Divine's golden child here. And like I said, they've been trying to manipulate you all your life. They've been trying to manipulate you because they knew you was gifted. Some of them was even trying to put you here. Okay? And like I said, the moment when, emotional manipulation, the moment when you said, I'm finna, do my spirituality here. Yeah, you already had this ace. You got some money coming in that's finna come towards you. You're finna get some message here about some money here. But these people here wanted a lot of conflict here with you over this coin. And then over your spiritual gifts. A lot of it. Yep, look, occupation. I was just saying it. Dang. I done missed it. I fold up the card. I just said occupation. Clarify poverty one more time. Poverty. Yep, look. Thief. Look, they wanted your gifts. Not just only they wanted your gifts, but they wanted your great fortune too. But look at this. Yeah, they wanted your gifts. They want to steal your gifts. Okay, trying to undo you, trying to spiritually put a hitman on you or physically. Yeah, they try to take you down. These cult people. Because of what the liar of this copycat sneaky female past lover said. Yeah, because they didn't already stole money from you. They did not want you to have that look abuse sticking out. They was abusing a high honor person. You see that? They was abusing. Yeah, and now their head's in the clouds. They're trying to backtrack like, how in the hell did this not even happening? Look, got karmic masculine here. All these masculines, all these karmic masculines trying to figure out what just happened here. You finna get ready to get a sudden gain. All right, but that's your message though. But yeah, everything is backtracking here. Yeah, they've been jealous of you your whole life since you was younger. They knew about your gifts, but they tried to keep it from you. They didn't want you not to tap into your spirituality. They didn't want you to do that. But when 2020 did hit, when everybody started tapping in, or if you've been tapping in way before then, they just did not want that They didn't want that not to come out. But yeah, they're experiencing some type of freak accident, like left and right. I mean, the coat people are experiencing Ten of Swords. The coat people are experiencing some type of poverty, freak accidents, poverty, and stuff just popping off over there. Like all type of stuff going off over there. God, the ancestors, them is, I don't know. They going down. They throwing down over there, and it's crazy. But yeah, it's true. But until then, peace.